Venezuela is not a poor country. I've said this many times. It's not a poor country. It's an impoverished country, and that's a completely different concept. Now, why I'm saying that this is a poor country? Because other economies that you are betting on, quote unquote, gentrification and economic development, economic growth, basically you have to start from scratch. People that never had those opportunities, standards of living, education, you name it, uh, now they will get accustomed to that. And of course, they will demand more goods and services and yada yada, more goods and services. So compounding on macro level, the GDP growth. Well, in Venezuela, it's not the case because that already happened. So Venezuela has been historically, at least in the past 100 years or so, the richest country in Latin America on per capita basis. It was the fourth richest country on that regard during the 50s, top 10 during the 70s, the 80s, what is known in Venezuela as the Saudi Venezuela. Actually, both Venezuela and Saudi Arabia were the original founders of OPEC. Just random fact here. And of course, thanks to terrible economic policies first implemented by the establishment on the late 20th century, and then by of course Hugo Chavez and followed by Maduro. Now, an 80% GDP collapse is no picnic, so we know that you have to be very special in order to regarding economic mismanagement in order to achieve such result. But even then, even Maduro himself was able to make the Venezuelan economy grow back-to-back years on double digits in 2021 and 2022, and then a couple of, let's say, 5% GDP growth years. So the point is that Venezuela has been there, done that. Venezuelans, the average Venezuelan, is actually very well educated, wants great standards of living, demands quality and quantity of goods and services that are not being met by the domestic market. And that's the problem. And the problem is the reason why, and we all know the reason why. If we fix the reason, of course, we are going to have the results again.